Oh, hello gamers. Before we talk about the Inkwell note, I do just want to talk about the rewards that you can get from it. As you can see on the screen now, there's like a mag potion, familiar cards, VIP boosters, a meter EXP box. This box has 30-minute coupons instead of 15, which is quite cool. A symbol selector, which is 500, 100, and then a Erda or 30 fragment selector. The way you claim these, on the note, it says you can go to the Maple Administrator NPs in the event hall, or a recent addition that you can do is in the game, quick move, Maple admin, and then you can claim the Inkwell note. So then you can do this from any town in the game, which is quite cool. But yeah, with that out of the way, we'll go all the way to the top of the note. And just talk about what's in this. I'm going to skip over all of the, brief, paragraphs of them being like, oh, yes, this is the note. I just want to talk about what's in it. So Frenzy Totem, basically, interactive worlds are getting a kind of Frenzy Totem, not replacement, because it's not a permanent item. But what they are getting is a new totem, which will be in Philosopher books and then in-game rewards after the milestone update, for interactive worlds only. And essentially, it's just a Frenzy Totem, but different. You cannot service this totem, and it's time limited. So once this totem runs out, you will have to go back to Frenzy service if you do not own one. But for the duration of having the totem, you basically have a Frenzy Totem, which is awesome. The way you obtain the longer variation one is from Philosopher books, and then a 30-day variant will come from in-game rewards. Don't know where that is, be that monthly login check, like Wild Totems used to be, RP shop for interactive world, or some in-game event. Who knows, right? Who knows? We'll find out. But this confirms two things. It confirms that Milestone is on the 20th of November, 2024, and that Philosopher books are also coming back in that same date. So that's two things we can glean from this. And then they talk about how, yeah, Frenzy is a thing. We don't want to ruin interactive worlds. We're going to follow up on Frenzy Totems, blah, 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 blah. Then they talk about Mystic Familiar cards, so blue cards. And I want to talk about this because in the background of this image, you can see a black card, a red card, a purple card, which is the JMS reboot card, a yellow card, which I've never seen before, a green card, which I've never seen before, a silver blue card, a green yellow card, and a triple blue card. No idea what these are. Never seen these before, ever. What does it mean? Who knows? What they've done with familiar cards is they have reduced the cost to 4,000 instead of 10,000, which is a great change. This is essentially just over the average of getting to a unique fam. You do lose the epic roll from this, but you save the time it takes to tier up. One fam from rare to unique, ignoring grinding the cards in the first place, just leveling the fam from rare to unique is 30 minutes. Because it's 15 minutes for 4.5k monsters, and then 4.5k monsters again. So I'm more than happy to pay the price for the convenience of not having to level up the fam. The sad part is it's still limited for some reason. At free a month, and they will be removing from sale in Milestone. This change will be effective through the upcoming sales period of November 19th, at which point we'll re-examine how these cards will be obtained and bring them back in a future update. Essentially, they're just going to remove the cards at that point, which is unfortunate. I will, however, buy the free cards next month and be happy doing it. So, there's a little bit of nice there, I guess. I mean, as you can see, I've done 179 unique fams in the past month-ish, and 2 blue cards on top. So, yeah, I'll happily take any kind of alleviation to this system. Again, as they've said in this Inkwell note, a lot of times it's all going to take time. They're still hiring a team. They're still doing all of this, which is fantastic. It's still going to take time, blah, 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 blah. I'd rather it be faster. But, can't really complain that much, I guess, as long as they're doing something. Field Harvest System, they removed veins and ores from maps, and they were like, yeah, this doesn't fit GMS, which it doesn't fit GMS. This is really based around the KMS, botting issue that they had. So it doesn't really work for our server because we're predominantly heroic, which is all untradeable anyway, so it doesn't even matter. So yeah, they're probably going to bring back some way to obtain veins and ores or some other kind of event similar to TOF maybe. We'll see. But that'll be in the first half of 2025, aka July. And then they talk about some other bits and bobs, as well as the balancing that's happening in Korea, like the job rebalance that happened in Korea KMS, and are undergoing rapid internal review. Basically, they're looking at all of the changes happening in Korea, and seeing how it will fit our server, and maybe bringing some things forward. For example, maybe they bring the balance patch to the start of Milestone instead of the end of Milestone, as an example. That would be cool. I'm not saying that's what's happening. That's what I infer from this via rapid internal review. They're speedily putting it along. But we'll see. Future direction, they talk a lot about KMS and GMS and all this stuff. They're making all the content. It's really difficult. It's going to take time. They need more time to localize. They want to implement a bunch of quality of life changes and various different changes, which will take place at the earliest middle of next year, or after next year at the latest. So like a year to 2 years to make all of these crazy changes that they want to do. At least they're giving us a time frame and letting us know what they're going to do. And if you remember, in a year's time-ish also lines up with when they want to do some kind of server merge between the interactive worlds. So maybe they're tentatively planning to do everything at the same time and just laying down the groundwork and setting everything up, which is quite cool. Again, this will all bear fruition in the future, so we'll see what happens. They then talks about who Dr. Lim is, what his role in the team is, who he is, where they met. Very cute, very cool. And then the winter update and MapleStory Fest. Now, this winter update, if you remember when we had the Inkwell post before Dreamer, we got like a little teaser of the Go West. That's essentially what this is as well. This like spider person with all of these little like rock demons, I think they are. The reason I say that is because this Inkwell note is full of references to Stone Colossus, which is an area in MapleStory and Leafry. This is Stone Colossus's heart, for example, which you purify with the giant spider, which is there. And then there is Stone Colossus all the way at the top as well, with Inkwell going into the entrance portal. And then Dr. Lim is like hidden in the top. So this leads me to believe, and I might be going down like a crazy tangent and just like cool, we might be getting some like rock stone demon Colossus like infection event kind of thing, which would be quite cool. And that should be during our winter event, I believe. And they will announce more details at October 26th, which is the MapleStory Fest in Los Angeles. They are doing a live stream of MapleStory Fest, in which you'll be able to look online. I'm going to be restreaming this because I don't live in America, so it's very expensive for me to go to MapleStory Fest, so I'm not going. But there is this, which will be a bunch of online rewards, which we will be able to get. And if you are lucky enough to be able to go in person, you can get all of these rewards as well, like a cute medal, a cape. Anyone that goes in person and wants to give me their code, please give me your code. And yeah, we'll be able to get these. So we'll find out more information at MapleFest, which will be cool to see. And yeah, that's basically it. The Inkwell note is a lot of, hey guys, like, trust us, wait for the future, and see what we do. And I'm willing to put my faith in them. The game has been in terrible states for a very long time in the past, and they've managed to fix it, and then, you know, break the trust of the community again. But I'm willing to trust in the direction that they have. I think this is, like, some of the best communication we've ever had from Nexon. I think back to Anna and the absolute travesty of when they removed 2x drop coupons and how they handled that, saying it was, like, the least used item in the game, when actually it was one of the most used items in the game. So yeah, I'm very up for all of this. They're talking about topics that, like, are seldom ever spoke to. Frenzy Totem used to be, like, a banned term in the live streams. So I'm a very big fan of the communication. I like the giving dates and plans. I think this is great. And I'm willing to put my faith and trust into the GMS team and their future direction for the game. And I hope you can do the same too. If you have any issues or any queries or any problems with any of these things, and I implore you every time we talk about the game, because of the GMS dev operation that's going on, now is the time to make your voice heard. Now is the time to go into the MapleStory forums. Now is the time to go into the feedback channels. Now is the time to contact people that you know that have influence. Because Nexon is listening, right? We know this based on... And the prime example is this change, right? For the familiar cards. If we didn't all raise a hoo-ha and a huss about this, bro, this would probably still be like 30k and 1 per month, bro. So this is great. And more changes to come, hopefully. Thanks very much for watching. I'll pass my copium inhaler over to you so you can take a as we all get high on the copium of surely they saved the game. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace, gamers. Bye.